What's up guys, Oscar here with OBF Tile, bringing you a three-part story on this shower. A little backstory is this couple bought this house and the shower had a leak. So they found out it was leaking into the closet, and they found out because the carpet in the closet was all wet. So now they did their own demo, but didn't want to take on the installation itself because of course building a shower is not something everybody can do. Well, for the walls we're going to use Triton board, which is a cement board that has some foam in it, make it super lightweight, and it's pretty much used for my backer board. Sometimes I try to use hydrogen board, but honestly it's pretty pricey compared to this board, and I'm pretty happy with Triton. So the first thing we're going to do in this shower is make sure the walls are straight or flat, let alone plumb and level, but we're gonna start with flat. The stud in the middle is pushed in about 1/8 of an inch, so we're gonna use some corrugated plastic, and that's gonna give us the extra 1/8 of an inch to make it flat when we put our board. And that way we eliminate any buildup or any need of building up our tile when we're actually installing. I like to use this corrugated plastic because it's easy to cut and it's also lightweight to bring around in my truck. And the way I attach it to the wall is using my Ryobi nail gun with the attachment that I can use my DeWalt Tools batteries with it. Once we're done building up the studs, then we go ahead and put our boards in and we attach them to the wall using screws. I recommend using coated screws because it is a wet area and you never know if they're gonna get rusty if you use just regular screws. In this first day of prep, we usually try to get the board up in the walls. In this situation, we're going to do the ceiling with tile as well, so we're going to install the board up there. If it was a painted ceiling, it would be okay with using green board and then texture and paint. But in this case, it's tile, so I went ahead and installed some Triton board up there. Once we're done with our board on the walls, we're going to install our FlowFX clamping drain attachment. That's going to let us use our FlowFX flange. So every time you buy a FlowFX drain kit, it's going to come with one of these adapters that you can use with the 3-piece clamping drain. All you have to do is remove the middle collar, transfer the holes from the old collar to the adapter, and then use some urethane glue and then attach it to the clamping drain. So once this is done, make sure it's sealed up so it's all waterproof around it. I always like to overkill this part because this is probably the most important part of the whole shower. If this leaks, you're no good. So in this shower pan, I'm actually going to try this new method of doing my mud pan. I saw it on one of the Facebook groups. I believe it was Tile Geeks. So pretty much the trick is to use leftover pieces of your backer board, be it cement board or foam board, and cut strips of it the thickness of your mud, and then screw them into the wall. So before you screw them, you're supposed to make them level, so that's why you see that green line. That's my laser line. So I'm making sure the top of my strips is level all the way around. What this is going to do is allow me to screed from my drain to the strips without going any lower, because these are of course solid. Usually you want to get your surround level all the way around, but then if you're screeding and you're not careful enough, you can dig into your screeds around the perimeter. So in this case, since we have a stopping point with the cement board, it's going to be super quick and easy. If you're a homeowner DIYing your bathroom, or you're just new to the trades and don't know how to mud a shower pan, you can go online and buy a pre-made foam pan that all you have to do is install it down to the concrete with thin set, as long as your concrete is level all the way around. If it's not, you're gonna have to take an extra step and level it with some self-leveling before you install the pan, but it will save you having to do any mud. In this time lapse, you can see how I do my mud. I'm actually pretty fast at it. I can turn a pretty good profit. Of course, I'm a tile contractor, I'm looking for profit, but at the same time, I'm trying to teach you that you can do this several ways. My way is not the only way. So once you install it, once you have your mud, I like to put thin set on the back of my drain So it pretty much sandwiches the mud and attaches better. Then you do your PVC glue and set it in place. This FlowFX drain is the best around, so there's no doubts about that. Yeah, so you continue doing your slope. Slope requirements are 1/4 inch drop for every foot. This shower, it's a 4x4. So from each corner to the center of the drain, we have a little over 2 feet. So we're gonna call it 3, just to be safe. That means 3 times 1/4. That's 3/4 drop. So if you were to measure my outside perimeter to the top of my drain flange, we have a 3/4 drop, which is gonna allow my water to drain freely, but at the same time, when you're in the shower, you don't feel like you're in, you're sideways, you're going downhill. So this is almost the end of the first day. Like I said, we got our board up, we got our mud set down, our drain installed, and tomorrow pretty much we're gonna do our waterproofing on the walls, on the pan, and maybe get some tile installed. So if you want to see the rest of these series, make sure you subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. And otherwise, if you're here, please enjoy this content. I actually try to get you content every week. See you on the next one.